Good afternoon. Today is January 9th, 2017. I show it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are here for the regular trustee meeting, and we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have an agenda? Any additions or modifications?
Yes, Board, I have two. Under the administrator, we'll make the first bullet under the agenda would be the postage lease machines, or lease agreement for the postal machines that we have at the township. And under the executive session, I'd like to add Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G2 to consider the purchase of property for public purpose. That's all I have.
Have a motion to accept?
Move to approve the agenda as modified.
Second.
Ms. Graf?
Yes.
I can't remember your last name right now, off the top of my head.
Roberts.
Chef Roberts. I'm seeing Richards, and I know that's not it. So Mr. Roberts. Sorry. Mr. Krantz.
Yes.
Move to accept the payroll report issued, payroll issued on January 4th, 2017, the amount of $279,182.81.
Second.
Ms. Graf?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Krantz?
Yes.
Make a motion to accept the UAN accounts payable report for the bills for warrants issued on December 30th, 2016 in the amount of $56,016.05.
Second.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Ms. Graf?
Yes.
Mr. Krantz?
Yes.
Move to approve the minutes of the special meeting held on December 8th, 2016.
Second.
Ms. Graf?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Krantz?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes held December 19th, 2016.
Second.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Ms. Graf? Mr. Krantz?
Abstain. This time we open up the podium to any citizens desiring to speak. Seeing none, we'll move on. We have no old business, we have no new business on the agenda, so we'll move directly to administrator and postage lease machines.
Thank you, Board. I do have a packet in front of me, I think, Mr. Fritz, that has the two postal machines lease agreements. This is through the Department of Administrative Services. There was an increase for the two machines that we currently have, $22.35 quarterly, which for both machines a year, the increase was $178.80. Legal has approved the terms and conditions, and I have a motion there to move forward with authorizing me to sign the agreements, one for fire, one for the township as a whole.
Make a motion to approve the Pitney Bowes lease agreement for the township and the fire department and authorize the township administrator to sign for the board.
Second.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Ms. Graf?
Yes.
Mr. Krantz?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Levy certification.
Thank you, Board. I have a resolution here for the a resolution to send to the auditor's office to get a evaluation on a .9 increase for the police levy in May.
Move to approve resolution requesting the certification, I guess it is, of levy amount outside the 10 mil limitation, police levy for the township. 9/10 mil certification. Whereas the Board of Trustees proposes that the said tax be 0.9 mil additional levy as authorized by section 5705.192 of the Ohio Revised Code, And whereas section 5705.03B requires the township to certify to the county auditors a resolution requesting the county auditors certify to the township the current tax valuation of the unincorporated area of Beavercreek Township and a number of mills required to generate a specific amount of revenue or the dollar amount of revenue that will be generated by a specified 9/10 mill.
Second.
Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kraus?
Yes.
Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Trustees, Beavercreek Township, Green County, Ohio, that in accordance with section 5705.03B of the ORC, the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township hereby requests the auditor of Green County, Ohio, to certify the total valuation of the unincorporated area of Beavercreek Township and the dollar amount of revenue that will be generated by an additional levy of 0.9 mils. As found and determined that all formal actions of the Beavercreek Township Board of Trustees concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were adopted in open meetings of the Beavercreek Township Board of Trustees, and that all deliberations of the Beavercreek Township Board of Trustees and any of their committees that resulted in formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including section 120.1.22 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, just a reminder, this is just in case the recount comes back against the levy.
This is the necessary step essentially in order to certify the amount that would be generated if we put that on the ballot.
That's right.
If
Right.
and when we put it on the ballot.
Right.
It's not an automatic.
Correct.
So just in case.
Correct.
Correct. Thank you, Board. Next item is request to schedule a special trustee zoning meeting. The zoning commission met last week, heard 4 cases. Recommend moving forward with all 4 cases to the township trustees. So we need to schedule a meeting in the evening to hear all 4 cases.
We can schedule that on the 23rd, or do we need to do it before then?
No, we can schedule it for that evening, if you like.
But it has to be 7 p.m.
It's at 7 p.m. Yep.
The 23rd?
That's what's wrong. So it works for this current.
Yeah.
$7 o'clock, no.
Okay, what's it, 7:30? Or is that not a good evening?
That evening's better, what time is it?
I could probably be here by 7:30, yes.
Can we make it 7:30?
7:30?
On the 23rd.
Yep.
I'll take care of the notices,
Perfect.
the public hearing notice.
Thank you, Board. Next item is the Green County Sheriff's monthly and year-to-date analysis. This includes all the way up to December 31st. That starts on page 6 of your packet. Are there any questions?
Ms. Grant?
I don't have any questions.
Mr. Rogers?
I had that.
Just to express our appreciation from the board and from the township for the sheriff's continued excellent service.
Okay. Thank you, Board. The next item is on page 28 of your packet. It is human resources. We have 4 job descriptions for your consideration for approval. This will be the captain, fire marshal, planning and zoning administrator, zoning inspector / code enforcement. Ms. Gustafson's here to answer any questions. I have a motion here.
Is there any, explain the difference in, any difference, if there is any, in vacation and EDOs between the captain and the VC position?
Well, the EDOs are gonna be contractual. David actually has a resolution that he brought for the VCs,
Okay.
because that that was a former resolution, but it was based off of the 48-hour schedule, so we'll be amending that to put them on a 40-hour schedule.
So it essentially just amends the current
I'm sorry.
contract. It amends the current contract to take into consideration the 40-hour versus the 24 and 24.
It's not currently a
It's not,
contract.
it's not a contract. For the deputy chiefs and battalion chiefs, a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, you passed a resolution determining their vacation, and we just need to change that for the battalion chiefs because it lists them as a 40-hour employee.
That's the ones I meant. The captains are brand new, so
The captains are covered under the
They're under the
collective
CBA.
bargaining. Yeah.
do you want to do them as a group or?
I have a group if we're ready.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the captain, fire marshal, planning and zoning administrator. We're gonna do all of them, right? And zoning inspector code enforcement job descriptions as presented.
Second.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
Ms. Grant.
Yes.
Mr. Krebs.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, board. Next item is the compensation and reward policy. We do have the updated two things, now that we've added the fire marshal position based on the previous motion to move forward with the recommendations. And we also have, we missed a position in the original one, and that was our part-time inspector position. So if you look on page 40, under the agreement, we've added the part-time fire prevention inspector. This is a non-union position, and it was just missed in the original. And then on the next page, on page 41, you'll see we added fire marshal. And that's matches previously what the board authorized moving forward with in the recommendations.
On the part-time prevention inspector, where does our individual fall as far as the steps?
I believe he is currently in between step 2 and step 3, correct?
Do you remember Bob's right?
1655, I thought he was, yeah. So he's in between.
I don't recall it in my notes. Okay. The only thing that I'll ask is, unrelated to the two positions, so it's just that when we get something that has changed, if we can either have a red line or just a notation of the big change.
Sure.
It just makes it a little bit quicker to find it.
Yeah, so one other seasonal, seasonal road worker, that was changed due to federal law, minimum wage. So it's $8.15 as
It's
opposed to
just a
$8.
simple red line
Yeah.
would be helpful if you can do that.
So with that being said, I'll make a motion to approve the compensation and reward program policy as presented.
Second.
Can I put in there revised, since we got confirmation?
Compensation and reward program policy as revised and presented.
Revised on January 9th, 2007.
Right.
That's what state, that is the date
Yeah.
that's stated.
I agree, thank you.
Yeah,
Mr.
sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead, if you want to have more discussion.
Yeah, under the new policy format, you'll see on page 38, the original policy was passed on July 18th of 2016. It does have the revised date, assuming you guys did pass it today, and the review date, because we reviewed the policy as a whole. Our intent is to take a look at each of these policies every year. So eventually we'll come back with a whole amended, just with a review date on there, showing that we did review them and there was no changes. So, but this one has a revision, so it's revised as of today.
So unless there's a revision, only the review.
That's correct, yeah.
All right, Mr. Roberts,
Yes.
Ms. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Krebs.
Yes.
Thank you, board. Next item is on page 42 of the packet is the biweekly activity report for the Human Resource Department. Are there any questions?
No, I saw the note that came back from our health insurance as far as the participation and incentive for participating. And so thank you to your efforts and work and corralling all the staff and employees to participate.
What was the actual
And
percentage?
trustees.
Yeah, at our renewal, if we renew with them, it'll come off of our renewal.
But it said you needed 80% to get the reduction. What was the actual percentage of participation in that?
Is that or higher?
Yeah.
No, it's higher than that. I just,
Yeah.
It was higher, so we got the
There
2%
may be
reduction.
2 or 3 people above what they asked in the final.
Very good.
So,
Thank you, board.
Thank you.
Next item is on page 44, and this is the biweekly report for zoning. I will point out that we did hit 99 new homes. And then this past week, after the new year, we got 3 additional new
we're
permits.
gonna need a new column.
Yeah, and the next report will have,
Right,
starting,
we'll be updating this
yeah,
during the next couple of weeks.
You just have to make 2010 narrower so you can fit it in.
Or,
yeah, we'll make
or
adjustments.
drop, or hide the column altogether, yeah.
The other thing that we are working to add, and we're working with the building department, is the valuation for 16, to see where we're at before
Yes.
the county's report to the community. But,
I also have updated the interactive charts that we use from the auditor's office, and I want to use those instead of the ones we've been using the last couple of years, so. We'll be doing these calculations based on 2015 levy rates rather than 2014 levy rates.
I think we're in the ballpark, whatever we do here. It
Right.
gives us a sort of a feel, what's taking place and what the difference is when we do increase the duplicate, what the increased impact is. And I just think that's well, some of us are curious to see how that works. But I appreciate these reports. It really gives us a good feel for what's happening in Beavercreek Township.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, I'm gonna ask if it's okay with the board, if before we move on to IT, if we can just take a 5-minute recess.
It's fine.
No, you're good.
Information technology.
The board, there is no report. Mr. Terry is on vacation, and thank you, Mr. Amrine, he's controlling the screen, and I'm controlling the camera from the remote access right here. Actually, Ms. Frick may be helping as well. So the next item after that is the road department. What we have here, the first item is on page 48, which is the approval of a replacement part for the mold board.
This is
The
one
motion's
that-
on page 48.
This is one for which we gave emergency approval.
Yeah, this is an
Correct.
emergency approval. This unfortunately happened after between our meetings.
Sumner,
What it sounds like is we got off easy compared to some of the other local municipalities.
I'll feel much better once the part's here.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve the purchase request 08288 to Kathenbacher Truck Equipment with a snow plow mold board in the amount of $5,195 and to authorize the township administrator to sign for the board.
Second.
Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Prince?
I'll abstain.
Thank you, board.
You did sign?
Next item is the biweekly report for the road department on page 49. Is there any questions?
Is this, this through, your salt and everything, that's through last week's,
No,
Not including last week.
not including last week. Actually, so far we've been out 6 times, and used 219 tons of salt. The total cost is just over $23,000 so far for the year.
We're moving in on 2015-16 quickly.
Very quickly.
And ice is in the forecast for tonight.
Thank you. I was just appreciative that the snowstorm was during the week and not on the weekend and Sunday.
There was still overtime involved.
Right, but Sunday's double.
Well, I am like you, I would prefer to stay away from Sundays at all possible. Sundays and holidays.
I would say that I didn't drive the township roads, these gentlemen would know that, but the city roads, they did clear streets, they got cleared quite quickly, and it was, I appreciated the fact that we were not housebound for any length of time.
I was happy we had no sinkholes in the township.
I didn't know what was sink.
Close to the township.
Close.
They were close.
We travel that road, but
It was close. When Lori first showed me, I was double checking.
Oh, which one was, where's the single?
Beaver Valley. was
Beaver
on
Valley.
Water main break.
I haven't traveled that road.
Oh, I did. Thank you, board. Any other questions, I'm sorry? Thank you, board. On page 50 of your packet, first item for the fire department, kind of discussed at the last meeting, was putting together a proclamation recognizing Miss Joanne Regano. And we have that. Chief's here to answer any question. We did give Mrs. Regano and her husband the previous award.
The Meritorious Service Award in 2011, I believe, yes.
So we'll follow up with a proclamation for
Yeah,
us.
I think that's sufficient, just to let her know that it's appreciated, and I did speak with her, I think at the Women's League last week, and she said she just loves to do it, and as long as she's able, she plans to do it.
That's great. So
I think we should thank her each time.
we certainly do, and we'll be inviting her. We have invited her, and she will be attending 5 a.m.
Very-
No, we haven't done anything.
Okay. I move to approve the proclamation of appreciation to Mrs. Joanne Regano for providing the Thanksgiving holiday dinners that she provides for our firefighters every year.
I will second that.
Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes. Perhaps we can read that aloud for her on Friday.
Yes, we will. Yes, sir.
Thank you, board. Next item is on page 50, is a request to permit the Beavercreek Youth Council dance at Station 61. They did send they did provide the township with the insurance certificate of coverage, and we do have that on file.
I know that the youth council looks forward to it every year. I think the firefighters seem to look forward to it also.
I think they've taken a liking to it, yes, ma'am.
And I think it's just a wonderful community outreach where the ownership of the facility is the community ownership. And it allows a lot of people to understand where our fire stations are. Because when those parents drop the kids off, they get a good feel for where it is and how big it is and who's in charge, so, thank you. And so, you need a motion to approve this?
Just a simple motion, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to approve the request to permit the Beavercreek Youth Council dance at Station 61 on Saturday, April 29th, 2017.
Yes, sir.
Second.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Also to point out, we're also gonna use this opportunity to recruit for the Explore program as well.
Good.
Yeah.
And anyone who would like to come and participate as chaperone is welcome. I think I'll be able to be there that evening. One of our firefighters is the DJ, and I think he's been doing the DJing ever,
I think
as long
each
as
year.
the dancers have started. And the kids love it, they enjoy him. And just being there and seeing what they do, they make a lot of noise. If you have a teenager or a kid, a middle schooler, please encourage them to come and bring them, come with them. Because you understand for 2 hours how much noise these youngsters can make. Been there, done that.
Thank you, Board. Next item is something we kind of already discussed, was a request to modify the battalion chief and deputy chief's resolution due to the reorganization and new schedule for battalion chiefs. There's going to be a slight modification. Chief is here to answer any questions that you may have.
Yeah, and this actually does two specific things. The first is we've previously discussed, it accounts for the fact that the battalion chiefs are going to be working a 40-hour schedule instead of 24/48. So it builds that in, which is never there before the separate resolutions. And then the other thing it does is tie into the compensation plan where the board is taking us for those positions is it explicitly calls out those 4 employees who are covered under the current resolutions so that there's no confusion in the future as to new hires and promotions into any of those roles would fall under the compensation plan and outside of these resolutions. So it cleans up that loose thread. And to Mr. Kretz's question earlier, the battalion chiefs on a 24/48 get 1 EDO more than the bargaining unit does, so they would get 10. Coming off of the 24/48 shift, they would not get any, they'll get the 3 personal days, just like the handbook offers for the employees.
Do we have a resolution?
We have a resolution, or just what we have in the text?
I believe it's just in.
Here we go.
Oh.
Well,
That's
should
all
be
right.
on this.
He
Was
didn't
that one
read
printed
it,
also?
he didn't read something for you to read.
Ultimately, this is just housekeeping to align everything. that
Yes,
is-
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
And
move
if you
to,
want, I can get a printed copy for next time. I thought
We have
no,
one.
I
We
just,
have-
I
Oh, we
move
do?
to approve
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
update of the chief officer's manifest definitions, as presented
I'll second that.
and previously explained.
Second.
Ms. Rath?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kretz?
Yes.
Thank you, Board. Next item is the bi-weekly report, or semi-annual, semi-monthly, not annual, I apologize, semi-monthly due to the new schedule, the trustees meeting. The chief is updating the maps, that's why there's, you don't see maps in this one, but.
The maps and the charts both.
Yeah.
We were just slightly ahead, incident volume wise this year from last year was about 0.5% increase, about 50 calls more this year than last year. But I'll have the full year-to-date full calendar year for 17 in a separate handout for you, and we're preparing the annual report as well, trying to get that out with in touch like we've done in past years.
Alex, it's no big deal, but just from a housekeeping standpoint, if you can just verify as far as the board realignment.
Oh.
It's no, it's
I
not an
don't-
issue.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know where it was generated, just apply it, but they
Yeah, I
can
will.
assign it as it's printed.
Remember the road.
We got one,
I'm just.
in this case,
Yeah.
for the one that,
Yeah.
yeah, for the one for Mr. Brown.
Or we could bring a clean copy in front of you.
For her signature, or for the present to her, maybe, it's pretty fun. Like I said, it's not a. it's
Well,
just
I
a-
was thinking for last week, for Joanna's for last year, so
Last year.
it doesn't make
That's
any
correct.
difference. It's just that whoever's doing them, make sure we.
We'll have a clean copy, so she gets a nice clean work if you want to.
Any questions for the biweekly activities that are in the report.
I had none, other than recognition of the detail that the chief works under, that he modified it to a semi-monthly report. No longer a bi-weekly
Yeah.
report.
And actually, that threw a little bit of a kink into my other things too, so we'll have it worked out by the time we have the next
No,
round.
I appreciate that.
The other thing, board, I've sent this out in an email, I did receive 3 comments from citizens last week that unfortunately had to use our services. One was from a mutual aid, we provided a medic to the city of Xenia, received some positive comments from the crews that responded, very professional, easy to work with. And the 2 other were citizens here, Beavercreek, echoed the same comments, very professional, very caring and compassionate. So, I asked for the names, because they would send me what they knew, and so we can get something to the crews.
Great.
Good job, Chief.
Any other comments for the chief or questions?
Thank you, Board. And are we still good for 4 o'clock this afternoon?
We are.
We have a lot of people who are very excited, so.
Thank you, board, that's all I have.
Oh my goodness, we have a couple hours here.
We haven't got Christmas break yet.
This
Legal
time.
advisor. Mr. Roberts?
I had nothing.
Ms. Grant?
Let me just Happy New Year to everybody.
The only thing I'll bring up is, and I've asked for a continued update on our legal expenses, and so our legal expenses to date on the complaint that was filed by Ms. Aarons against the Board of Trustees, our legal fees to date have reached $21,278.06. I will formally ask Ms. Aarons to ask the courts to dismiss that case, and that we move on to a new year of spending taxpayer dollars more wisely. That's all I have. Ms. Aarons?
I have nothing.
At this point, I'll accept a motion to go into executive session under Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G1. To consider the employment, dismissal, and compensation of a public employee, section 121.22G3, conferences with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action, and 121.22G2, the purchase of property for public purposes.
Second. I'll make that motion. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
Ms. Grant.
Yes.
Mr. Prince.
Yes.
To come out of executive session at 4:32.
Second.
Ms. Grant.
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
Mr. Prince.
Yes. At this time, we have we're all gathered here. Number one, thank you for your patience. So we had a minor technical difficulty, but we've moved past that now, and we're on to a very important day for 4 exceptional people that are part of our organization. So thank you for all coming out, braving the cold weather, and joining us today. Especially the little ones. This guy's the most patient little human being So at this time, we'll turn it over to the chief and to get us started.
Thank you, Board, and thank you, everybody, for your patience today. This is an exciting day for us. Today, we're asking the Board to approve the promotion of 3 individuals to the position or rank of captain. The fire department has had captains in the past, but it's been a very long time, and the role of captain, as we're reintroducing it, is substantively different than what it was in the past. So it is still a shift commander's position, but the department is beginning a period of growth. It's an exciting time. You'll hear a lot more talked about it in the future, and I won't belabor the point today, but in addition to asking the captains to assume the role as a shift commander, we're asking them to provide one of the most valuable commodities that our organization requires, and that is consistency. So we're asking these 3 folks to take on a new role, and in that new role to help build consistency across all 3 shifts so that our operation can be as uniform as possible to the benefit not only to the community, but to our crews and our employees as well. So with that, I'm going to jump right in. And it is my honor today to recommend for promotion to the position of captain Members who demonstrate the knowledge and skills that exemplify the professionalism and pride of the Beavercreek Township Fire Department and our commitment to the citizens of Beaver Creek. The position of captain is a link between line and staff, responsible for managing the daily operation of their shift, as well as managing the administrative functions for the platoon. They are vital to the incident command structure utilized to mitigate emergencies, and they ensure that the staffing is appropriate to provide service to the community. They are instrumental to ensure the task level operations of the fire department are carried out in the most efficient manner possible. The captains will report to Battalion Chief Young of Operations. Today, Board, I'm recommending to you that Lieutenant Lee Brewer be promoted to the rank of captain. Lee began her career in 1989 with Mad River Township, but shortly after was hired full-time with the Beavercreek Township Fire Department. She was promoted to lieutenant in 1995. Lieutenant Brewer has taught EMS classes for St. Clair Community College and Wright State University. She's been a member of the Beavercreek Township Fire Department Honor Guard, the EMS Training Division, the Fire Training Committee, Safety Committee, Public Information Officer since 2010, and managed the fire gear program. She was a CPAT proctor for the Miami Valley Fire and EMS Alliance, and has administered she administered the first CPAT test and several thereafter, which provided standardized physical testing in the area for fire departments. She has led several levy campaigns and leadership roles, and a grant writing team that secured a grant to replace the SCBA's to be compliant with NFPA standards. Lieutenant Brewer has coordinated a program through Local 2857 to adopt a family at Christmas every year and provide food and gifts. She has also organized an annual community drive through the fire department to collect items to send to troops overseas. Between 2010 and 2014, she taught members of the fire department and residents of Grand Court and Beavercreek how to make Ukrainian Easter eggs as an activity during Easter. She has also organized groups in the fire department to work on the Christian Youth Corps home makeover project for Galen Siamese twins so they can move in with their brother in Beavercreek. Other missions she was instrumental in include sending boxes of fire gear, boots, and helmets to the Panama Fire Department that had little to no fire gear at all. The gear was still in good shape but unable to be used by local departments due to NFPA standards. Lieutenant Brewer is certified as a paramedic, firefighter level 2, fire instructor, EMS instructor, arson investigator, fire safety inspector, hazmat technician, swift water rescue, rope rescue technician, ice rescue technician, and blue card incident management instructor. She's completed the Fire Officer 1 through 4 programs and has an associate's degree in fire and EMS administration. She has received several awards, such as the 1993 Beavercreek Township Employee of the Year, Safety Committee Investigator in 2002, the Beavercreek Township Fire Department Outstanding Service Award, and Greater Miami Valley Fire and EMS Council Service Award in 2004, Chamber of Commerce Firefighter of the Year in 2010, as well as numerous fire and EMS unit commendations in 2011, 12, 13, and she received the Firefighter Cross in 2013. Today, Board, it's my pleasure to recommend to you that Lieutenant Lee Brewer be promoted to the rank of captain.
It's my honor to be able to read this resolution as I've watched Lieutenant Brewer since 1994 improve in her skill levels and assist our departments in more and more ways with every year that's passed. Therefore, whereas the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township, Greene County, State of Ohio, move to approve the promotion of Lee Brewer to the position of Captain of the Beavercreek Township Fire Department, effective January 9th, 2017.
Second.
Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kratz?
Yes.
Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township, Greene County, Ohio, favorably pass the above resolution. Congratulations.
Stand so everybody can see you. Your report. Raise your hand. This is the certificate of appointment to the position of Captain of Beavercreek Township Fire Department. And this appointment is to take effect, what was the effective date?
Today, January 9th.
Okay, sorry. January 9th, 2017. Repeat after me. I, Lee Brewer, being duly sworn, state that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of
Class A?
For now, yes. You notice how much quicker the photos go. Thank you, Board. Also today, I'm recommending that you promote Lieutenant Christine Hawker to the rank of captain. Christine began her career as a K-8 teacher at Immaculate Conception School after graduating from Wright State University with a Bachelor of Science degree in education. After 10 years of teaching, Christine pursued a career in firefighting as a volunteer with Washington Township Fire Department, where she served for 3 years. After completing firefighter level 2 at the top of her class, she began working with Beavercreek Township Fire Department in July of 2002 as a part-time firefighter and EMT. In 2005, she was hired as a career firefighter paramedic and started her involvement in all areas of the department. Christine completed fire officer classes 1 through 4 and was promoted to lieutenant in 2010. Most recently, she completed the Ohio Fire Executive Program, an intensive 2.5-year program through the Ohio Fire Chiefs Association. Christine has managed several programs and has been involved with numerous projects and committees during her career, including the GIS project, Safety Committee, Honors Committee, EMS Bike Team, Health and Wellness Committee, Auxiliary Liaison, CAD Build and Install, CAD Run Car Development, Dispatch and Pro QA, ISO Grading, Street Directory Resource Manual, SOP Manual, Interoperability Program, EMS Proctor, Infection Control Program, Insurance Committee, Peer Fitness Trainer, Union Representative, Uniform Committee, Class A Inspections, the Fairborn Joint Station Project. She's a CERT instructor, and she's working with the Explorer program as an instructor advisor, and she's a member of the Honor Guard. Christine was awarded the Purple Heart in 2005 for an injury sustained while working on a motor vehicle accident, the Firefighter of the Year ribbon, and the Township Trustees Employee of the Year award in 2005, the Positive Accomplishment and Outstanding Attitude Award in 2006, a letter of commendation for her work with the SOP Manual and Interoperability Program in 2006, academic letter of commendation for completing Fire Officer 1 through 4 in 2007, outstanding accomplishment for excellence in patient care in 2008, several EMS, fire, and unit citations, including cardiac arrest saves in 2009 and 2014, and assisting in the ISO grading process in 2012, and she was awarded the Meritorious Service Award in 2010 for her involvement in the Health and Wellness Program. Christine currently lives in Beavercreek with her wife Deb and their 2 golden doodles, Ollie and Dawson. She is supported by her loving family and friends, and Board, it is my pleasure to recommend to you that you promote Lieutenant Christine Hawker to the rank of captain.
It is indeed my pleasure, having watched Christine through her entire career here in Beaver Creek, to make this resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Beaver Creek Township, Greene County, State of Ohio, move to approve the promotion of Christine Hawker to the position of captain in the Beaver Creek Township Fire Department effective January 9th, 2017.
Second.
Ms. Rock?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kreis?
Yes.
Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Beaver Creek Township, Greene County, Ohio, favorably pass the above resolution.
All right, number 6 is time for me. Sir, this is your certification of appointment to the position of captain of Beavercreek Township Fire Department, and this appointment is take us back to January 9th, 2017. I, Christine Hawker, being duly sworn, say that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and will faithfully discharge the duties of captain of Beavercreek Township Fire Department in Greene County. Congratulations. participation.
Board ready? I have one further recommendation for promotion to the rank of captain for you today. I'm recommending to you that Lieutenant Ryan Williams be promoted to the rank of captain. Ryan began the fire service as a cadet with the Fairborn Fire Department in 1996 and was hired by the Mad River Township Fire and EMS Department in 1998. He started in Beavercreek Township in November of 2000 and worked to complete his level 2 firefighter, paramedic, and fire safety inspector over the next 2 years. Lieutenant Williams served as an EMS instructor for nearly 10 years and assisted with frequent medical instruction, protocol skills testing, implementation of the cardiac alert program, the quality improvement project, and developed the pig lab training. Lieutenant Williams also organized a health and wellness program and co-created a boot camp wellness program while also establishing gym membership for all township employees. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? After completing fire instructor 1 and 2 classes at the Ohio Fire Academy, Lieutenant Williams was named as Beaver Creek's lead live fire training instructor and has served as the instructor in charge for the last 8 years. Directing his career path towards technical rescue and special operations, Lieutenant Williams obtained his certifications in rope rescue, confined space, trench rescue, auto extrication, machinery rescue, water rescue, ice rescue, and structural collapse, and now serves as lead instructor for all technical rescue disciplines. After being accepted in the Ohio Task Force 1, FEMA's Type 1 Urban Search and Rescue Collapse Team, Ryan became a technical rescue specialist and served with the team for 7 years, deploying to New York and New Jersey following Hurricane Sandy. Lieutenant Williams currently serves as the operations chief for Region 3 Rescue Strike Team under the Ohio Emergency Management Agency. He has received the Firefighter of the Year Award, deployment recognitions, the Herman Metapace Award of Excellence, and commendations for both fire and EMS incidents. Lieutenant Williams is a fire officer 4 and a senior in his undergraduate program, working towards a Bachelor of Science in Fire Administration with a certificate in public management. He serves as a council president at his church, Abiding Christ, and is married to Megan, his love of 15 years, and has 3 wonderful boys, Chase, Connor, and Caleb. You guys want to wave? Lieutenant Williams is looking forward to starting this new chapter in his career and looks forward to learning as much as he can in his new position. He would like to thank the township, the fire department, and his family for all of their encouragement and support. So, board, it is my pleasure to recommend to you that Lieutenant Ryan Williams be promoted to captain.
That being said, Ryan, it's truly my great honor to read the following resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township, Greene County, State of Ohio, move to approve the promotion of Ryan Williams to the position of captain in the Beavercreek Township Fire Department effective January 9th, 2017.
Second.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Ms. Roth?
Yes.
Mr. Kratz?
Yes.
All right. You have me. Yes.
One last part, newbie trustee, sorry. Now therefore be it resolved, the Board of Trustees, Beavercreek Township, Greene County, Ohio, favorably passes the above resolution.
Right. Raise your right hand. Your certificate of appointment to the position of captain of Beavercreek County Fire Department, and this is to take effect January 9th, 2017. Repeat after me. I, Ryan Williams.
I, Ryan Williams,
Being duly sworn.
being duly sworn,
Say that I will support I like that.
I have one last recommendation for the board today. This is an exciting time also. It is not a captain position. I'm recommending to the board that we promote a fire marshal to the fire department. This represents the first time that the Fire Prevention Bureau will have had civilian leadership from within its ranks since the Fire Prevention Bureau has been in existence. So it's an exciting time. And I couldn't be more honored than to recommend for the promotion to the position of fire marshal, Fire Prevention Specialist Randy Grosjean. The position of fire marshal is charged with overseeing the safety of the community by ensuring the compliance of state and local fire and safety codes in the businesses and institutions in the community. The fire marshal oversees the fire investigations and inspection activities by the Fire Prevention Bureau. The fire marshal reports to the deputy chief. I'm recommending to you this evening that Fire Prevention Specialist Randy Grosjean be promoted to the position of fire marshal. Mr. Grosjean moved to Beavercreek in 1991 to attend Sinclair Community College and Wright State University. In 1992, he started volunteering with the Beavercreek Township Fire Department at Station 2 as a Level 2 firefighter. He soon worked to achieve his EMT certification and began working in the fire department's part-time program. As time progressed, Randy worked in 2 different architectural firms and then as a commercial division director of Fellow Windows and Gate. In November of 2003, with the recommendation of Deputy Chief Ron Unext, Randy was hired into the Fire Prevention Bureau as a part-time inspector. His background in architecture and training as a firefighter gave him the experience to seamlessly transition into the Bureau environment. 3 years later, Randy was then promoted to a full-time fire safety inspector for the department. Since that hiring in 2006, Mr. Grosjean has been involved in a number of building projects within the Beavercreek community and the fire department. He's assisted with the construction management of Station 61, dealing with an architect that was eventually let go, and a competent general contractor. In addition, with the assistance of his bureau co-worker, Jim Henley, he completed fire protection system inspections for both the first and second phases of the Green and Soin Medical Center. He has also been involved with many other commercial and large-scale residential developments in Beavercreek. Inspection of building projects was not the only activity Mr. Grosjean was involved with in his workday. He established a residential Knox Box loan program for the elderly or disabled residents of Beavercreek community. The program was established through a FEMA fire prevention and safety grant and allowed the fire department to purchase 50 key retention boxes for distribution. In addition, Mr. Grosjean contributed to the 2012 ISO study and assisted the Fairborn Fire Department with the writing of another FEMA fire prevention and safety grant to purchase a fire extinguisher trainer, a device that has subsequently been shared by both departments for the past 7 years. Other accomplishments include being awarded Firefighter of the Year in 2003 and completing the management and fire prevention programs at the National Fire Academy in 2009. Mr. Grosjean is a State of Ohio professional firefighter, fire safety inspector, and fire instructor. He holds the State of Ohio Board of Building Standards Fire Protection Inspector certification, which is his qualification for most of his workload, and the National Association of Fire Investigators Certified Fire and Explosive Certification. Currently, Mr. Grosjean is the Vice President of the Southwest Ohio Fire Safety Council, where he served as Secretary since 2013. The Vice President of the Miami Valley Fire Investigation Association, and he is a member of the National Fire Protection Association, National Fire Sprinkler Association, International Code Council, and the International Fire Marshals Association. Mr. Grosjean is happily married to his wife Michelle of 18 years. They have two beautiful girls, Miranda and Eva, and a furry white American Eskimo dog named Casey. Randy enjoys spending time with his family, watching sports, golfing, model trains, and camping. And board, today it is my pleasure to recommend to you that you promote Fire Prevention Specialist Randy Grogan to the position of Fire Marshal.
Again, Randy, it's truly my honor to read the following resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township, Greene County, State of Ohio, move to approve the promotion of Randy Grogan to the position of Fire Marshal in the Beavercreek Township Fire Department effective January 9, 2017.
Second.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
Ms. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Prince.
Yes.
Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Beavercreek Township, Greene County, Ohio favorably pass the above resolution.
That's what they said, I know. Do you want me to?
And I want to thank the board for your time today and your support of the fire department. And that's all the business I have for you.
Thank you all for coming and to celebrate. I think you're sitting out in the hall here. Welcome to all our new captains and our new sergeants.
Yes, if we could get pictures of the board, and then I know you have further business to attend to.
That's better I understand that.
It is 5:53 PM on January 9th, and I'll accept the
Move
motion.
to come out of executive session at 5:53 PM.
Second.
Mrs. Kraft.
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
Mr. Prince.
Yes.
I'd like to offer the following motion. Consistent with the 2016 goals of Township Administrator and the actions taken by the board in 2016 to reorganize the township, I make a motion to outsource the IT department and to eliminate the position of IT manager effective January 17th, 2017 at 5 PM Eastern Standard Time, and to authorize the Township Administrator to present the IT manager with a separation agreement.
Second. Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Additionally, I'll make the following motion to authorize the township administrator to enter into an agreement with Back to Business IT to perform a network rebuild not to exceed 140 hours at $86.06 an hour, and to provide interim help desk support at a rate of $86.06 per hour through March 27, 2017.
Second.
Mrs. Kraft?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, this is open.
Is there anything else to come before the board today?
No, motion to adjourn at 5:54 PM.
Second.
Mrs. Kraft?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.